So the government's obviously committed to restoring law and order as a matter of high priority. We've committed to having 20,000 fewer victims of serious violent crime, and also to see a 15% drop in the number of serious repeat youth offenders. In particular, we recognise the need for the country to rebalance the need of victims of crime versus the perpetrators. And we need to ensure that the voices of the victims of crime, particularly of victimisation, are heard clearly and considered. And sadly, retail crime has increased very significantly over the past few years. We've seen from 2019 to 2023, the total number of victimisations in retail locations increased by 86%. And we've seen a 92% increase in the victimisations relating to theft and a 72% increase in victimisations relating to sexual assault. In addition to the personal harm caused by retail crime, the police conservatively estimate the cost to retailers of approximately $1 billion a year. The retailers actually estimate it could be as high as $2.6 billion per year. And ultimately, it's the law-abiding customers who have to pay that. It's not limited to theft and low-level shoplifting. It includes assaults on workers, including sexual assaults, armed robberies and ram raids. Around 230,000 people in New Zealand work in the retail sector, and they deserve to be able to do their job in peace and without fear. So we've announced a whole lot of changes in terms of sentencing reform to ensure that criminals face consequences for their actions. And as part of those measures that we've announced, we've included a new aggravating factor to address offences against sole charge workers and those whose home and business are in the same place. We've also funded extra police and given them extra powers to deal with gangs. However, we want to deal more with retail crime using expertise. And so today I'm announcing with Associate Justice Minister Nicole McKee the formation of a Ministerial Advisory Group to the victims of retail crime. And the advisory group will work with industry workers, business owners and retail experts to directly advise Nicole and myself on specific legislative changes to address the rising wave of retail crime. The purpose is not further discussion, but to develop specific proposals that will make a real difference. We're running a targeted expression of interest process to ensure that we have an advisory group with the right sort of people, but we're going to announce today that Sunny Kaushal will be the chair of this group, and he brings a wealth of experience as chair of the Dairy and Business Owners Group and president of the Crime Prevention Group, and we'll appoint some extra appointments to the advisory group following to have a broad range of people in the retail sector. And the types, so, you know, if you think about it, across the landscape we have many very well-resourced departments and advocacy groups who are very concerned about why we can't do things to protect the victims of crime. I want to have a powerful and well-organised group led by Sunny, making the case for change and coming up with specific proposals that'll make a real difference. They've been funded $1.8 million per year for 2 years, largely out of the proceeds of Crime Fund. So I'm very pleased to see that the criminals will be paying for this group that'll be devising and coming up with specific proposals to help us deal more effectively with retail crime.
Yeah, we would have our own KPIs, and of course you would be the best judge. The Kiwis would be the best judge what we are doing, and we are also going to help in reducing the cost, because every crime costs the taxpayers. At the end of the day, you are getting the pressure of whatsoever happening. Retailers are paying for that one. Taxpayers are paying for that one. So we need to come up with those policies that could stop the crime. You know, crime is a crime, right? The only way to stop the crime is to stop the crime.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest New Zealand Herald news, click the subscribe button below or check out one of these videos. And head over to nzherald.co.nz for more news worth knowing.